restrict them to around 150, 160, and then, go about and chase that.
Yes, this pitch has been a little tricky. One day you see 200 runs, the other day you see a team not getting 100 runs. Someday both the teams won chasing, one day both the teams won defending. So nothing really on your mind. What do you make of the pitch?
Obviously, the pitch is not something which is in our control. The way we go about and tackle how the conditions are, that's in our control. So, irrespective of how the pitch plays out, we're going to go out there, stick to our plans, and just go forward from there.
And any changes in your side?
Yeah, just a couple of changes. Salish misses out because he's unavailable, and we've got a couple of reinforcements. Karan comes into the 11 as well.
Okay, and good luck for the game then.
Thank you so much.
Ron, good start to the tournament. Looking forward to continuing the good form.
Yes, of course, we won the last match and we won it very convincingly. So, of course, confidence is high.
DCC as a team has done well. So, any special plans how to tackle them?
I don't think so. They have a very good side. Of course, there are a few youngsters who are doing very well, especially the Ronak who scored 100 in this tournament. Yes, we have. I played with them. I know their weakness as well. So we will try try on their weakness. Other than that, of course we'll play a proper game.
And happy to batting first in this wicket?
To be honest, there is no such thing as you saw in the last match as well. The ball turns till the end, and I believe it's good to bat first and put a good total on it and put the pressure on them.
And what do you think will be a good total?
I think 150 and above will be a good total on this wicket.
Any changes in your side?
Yeah, Amir is not there due to personal issue. Shoaib Laghari back to Pakistan, so Adil Mirza is in and Imran Khan is in.
So we can see a lot of looped up deliveries from Adil Mirza tonight.
Yes, of course he will do, and there will be fun tonight.
Okay, good luck for the game.
Thank you very much.
Right, then that's the news from the middle. Ronak Panoli has won the toss and DCC Starlets will be bowling first.
So yeah, news on the ground. Future Mattress will be batting first after Starlets winning the toss and electing to bowl. And Future Mattress is going to feature Rahan Mustafa alongside Adil Mirza to take their scoring further. And looks like it's going to be an interesting matchup between the two sides, both unbeaten in the tournament so far. Future Mattress, one game and their bank, and DCC Starlets now 3-3. Now match number 4 for DCC. It'll be very interesting to see how things go for them. Joining me in the comment box, it is going to be KR as well. KR, welcome.
Thank you, Abdul Karim. How are things? Good to have you back in the commentary box. Good, and that too for a lovely match between DCC Starlets, a confident lot, having won all their 3 matches. But today is the challenge. Future Mattress have played only 1 match, but they have won it, and they are taking on a confident DCC Starlets.
Yeah, both sides unbeaten. I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup. And as soon as we joined in the commentary box, KR pointed out that it's going to be a great game. So, ball number 1.
Play to deep long off and gets a single. That's the first run of the match. First run coming out of the first ball.
Left-hander takes guard as we go into the second delivery. Rahan Mustafa.
That's hit over the top of the fielder for a boundary.
Great start by Ashwant there. Very, very confident looking stroke. And played upish. 1 bounce over the boundary.
Ashwant has a lot of big scores in this tournament. And this time played in the air, finds the gap, the ball racing towards the boundary. Will it be cut off? Well done. That is done, but they will go for 2. It was a frantic effort. Well done.
good fielding, running and saving the boundary, saving the 2 runs for his side. I think the umpires are just checking, but it looks good from this angle. Ashwantha back on strike.
It's a wide. Dhruv have produced some match-winning spells for DCC Starlets. This time, a better delivery after a wide. And this time, had it in 2 mind. They're gone for a quick single. A shy at the wicket, misses. That brings the experienced Rohan Mustafa, former UAE captain, to face Dhruv.
Ooh, they survived that one. A bit of an inside edge, running away to the boundary. It's a long chase for the fielder. Cuts it off. They're trying to get another run in there. Good running between the wickets. That was a very, very close situation for Rohan Mustafa.
Yes, it must be a proud moment for this bowler, young bowler, to have beaten this experienced Rohan Mustafa. And that's the end of the over. 12 runs came of that over.
Future Mattress off to a decent start, 12 for no loss after the first over. Over to some pace attack from DCC Starlets. Rohan is going to be on strike. Surya coming over the wickets.
Outside the off stump, he leaves it alone. Surya Sadish, an accurate bowler. Excellent run-up.
Another ball, not a plain miss, but a decent leave. It's good to get your eye in, not trying too much to experiment, just settle in well. New ball always is a tricky situation. Once you've got a good start now, 12 for no loss, it's good to sort of settle in, get your eye in, see how what the ball has been doing so far. Surya Satish comes back for his 3rd delivery.
It's hit high in the vacant area and they get 2. It's very, very important that Rohan stays there in this match. He has not been among the runs so far, so it would be a long innings from him, will be exciting to watch. So he's trying to get his eye in. This time he played a safe shot because he knew there was no fielder.
Width offered and slashed away towards the cover boundary. This will be cut off. There'll be 2 easy runs. They're coming back for the 3rd. Good start this for Rohan Mustafa. I think this is going to be his chance to lead from the front. The team's off to a decent start. They look confident, and they've got 3 wins out of 3. Ashwant has also been looking very, very confident. I like the start, the first bowl going for that boundary. Surya's already conceded just 5 runs. He's kept things tight in the first 2 balls, but he's been offering a bit of width now, which the batsmen have capitalised on.
We've got a teaser of what are the strokes in store if Rohan settles down. That was a beautiful shot. And this time, played on the leg side. Ooh, that was almost racing to the boundary. And there is an appeal for run out, but Rohan has made it.
Yeah, it was good well fielded at the boundary. It looked like a certain 4. And this is going to be tied. He's made it. Should be an easy one for the third umpire. That's risky there.
It was important. He grounded the bat. Sometimes you reach and your bat is in the air.
Another inside edge as the batsman. Quick rotational strike, and they end the over 21 for no loss.
Dhruv's first over, 12 runs came off it. Surya gave away 9. Future Mattress 21 for no loss.
Spinner back for a second over. It's good to keep the bowler's momentum and see if there's going to be a comeback. Rohan Mustafa on strike. Oh, that was a very risky way. There's a shout for a stumping over here. No helmet on. Umpires will check that. Can't see the crease from this angle. This looks dangerous. Has he made it back?
I think he just...
Once again, the line belongs to the umpire. And it looks like he might have made it back.
Wonder if it is a fraction of a second late. It was very, very close. The verdict goes in favor of him. Brilliant attempt by the wicketkeeper as Dhruv bowls.
Down the leg side finds the edge. Oh, no connection there. Umpire signalled a wide. Welcome extras for future Mattress. Ashwant on strike now. Gives himself room. Has he found the boundary? It has. Great shot. Gave himself room and found the gap a bit. The fielder gets a hand to it, but it races away to the fence. 2 forwards now for future Mattress.
Ashwin stroking well. 27 runs have come over 2.2 overs. And this time turned to the leg side. They go for a single.
Yeah, the pair doing well, keeping the scoreboard ticking. Welcome boundary in this over. Another boundary conceded by Dhruv. And now Rohan Mustafa on strike. Goes for a reverse sweep. Misses it. Rohan living dangerously at the moment.
He did position himself, but the ball kept a bit low too, otherwise he may have connected it. And this time he perfected it and achieved what he wanted from the previous ball.
Yeah, great starts again. The fielder was there, but misfield there and races away to the fence. Rohan should get some confidence after this. 14 of 10 now.
No run.
That's the end of the third over. 33 without loss. Both openers at 15 after a very good start. Future Mattress. In the previous game as well, they won by 9 wickets. So it looks like their side is fairly confident about their batting lineup.
If the spirited bunch of DCC Starlets made up of young players can stop Future Mattress, it will be a big morale booster.
Yeah, it'll be 4 and 4 for them. It'll be top of the table. And now Surya comes back for his second over. Rohan Mustafa on strike. Pulls it straight to the inner circle. Cut off by the fielder there. Dot ball to start the over for Surya. That's going to be a wide.
And it is. A bit of movement for Surya. Need to, when you get such movement, he has to bowl.
Plays it straight to mid-off. Another dot ball. Rohan seems to be targeting the offside area, so you've got to maintain your line. Not offer too much width, and that's exactly what he's done again. And this time it races to the fence. A very, very confident cut. Gave himself a bit of room. Easy boundary, easy pickings at the moment for Rohan. Surya's got to find his line right. Wasn't too much protection on the boundary. Offering width can be very, very tricky. Especially for a man who has got so much confidence. Really experienced as well. Skipper, capitalizing well.
That was a very good deliveries.
Yeah, good comeback there. Rohan steals a quick run. Brings Ashwant on strike. Ashwant, for me, looks like the man who's going to be on assault mode very early on. First delivery, dispatched it for a 4.
Turn to the leg. They go for a quick single. Running between the wickets have been excellent. They go for the runs, calling for the runs. Good understanding between them.
Yeah, great opening partnership. They've been fetching those boundaries at the right time, bagging the singles as well, converting the twos into threes. Rahan facing the final ball of the over. With Offord skies it, it should land safely. 3 fielders chasing it, and that's going to be 2 runs added to Rahan's account.
Utilizing the fact that players are inside the circle, the power play period, he has to utilize it well. Dhruv has given 24 runs from his 2 overs, that is, both the overs he was hit for 12 runs. Surya has given away 18 runs. A smooth start for future Mattress.
It's going to be a change in bowling, is it? Or are they going to continue? Well, it is. So Ronak is going to be bowling the 5th over of the innings.
Captain introduced himself. He was often wrecked partnerships. Let's see whether he can do it today. Allows the ball to hit on his pads. It turned.
There's a shout for LBW, but pitched outside leg stump. Slightly dangerous leave by Ashwant. Comes down the pitch. Quick flick for a single.
That brings Rohan on strike too. So captain to captain. And this has been hit in the safe area. And they go for 2.
Yeah, nothing holding Rohan back. Looks like he wants to get as many runs as possible. Try and play those risky shots. Comes down the wicket this time.
Once again, a shy at the wicket. Misses the wicket but hits the batsman's bat. So powerful a throw. Inching towards the 50 runs partnership. And pulled away. And that there is a fielder. And 2 runs taken.
Skipper has kept things tight. 6 runs conceded of this over. The opening bowlers were slightly expensive, letting the future batsmen, future Mattresses openers settle in well.
Excellent delivery, forcing him to play back to the bowler. 48 for no loss in 5 overs.
Yeah, good tight over from Ronak. And he seems to be the most economical so far. Only 6 conceded off his first, and Rohan and Ashwant looking very, very confident. Decent strike rates for both the openers. 48 for no loss in the first 5. Should be a big scoring game if these guys get going.
Punya Mehra has been introduced into the attack. right arm off break bowler. Considering both the batsmen are left-handers, it is the right move. And this time punched powerfully to the covers.
Batsmen sneak a single. I think I'm a big fan of the running between the wickets. They've not relied too much on boundaries. Any bad delivery was dispatched over to the fence, and wherever there was a chance to rotate the strike, allow the other batsman to settle in. Good strategy applied by future Mattress.
Once again, straight to a fielder, but a misfield. The field has been set correctly, but the fielders have to live up to the challenge, not to let those singles go. Very good delivery. Forcing Mustafa to play with all the respect. And once again he executes his reverse sweep to get a boundary.
Yeah, 50 partnership brought up in style, and he's been looking at those reverse sweeps to capitalise on that, and a much needed boundary for them after a good tight over.
Good delivery. Yeah.
Finds the edge, sneaks a single. Bringing Ashwant on strike. 53 up now in just 5.4 overs. I think DCC should eye and try to go for a wicket now, because they've got to stop this opening pair from posting a huge total.
Driven, but this time no run. Very powerful shot. The fielder is in a bit of a pain.
Yeah, Faisal Rahman still shaking his left hand. A bit of discomfort.
This is Faisur, who has been among the wickets. We might see him in action soon, as Ronak bowls his second over. Comes out and drives it on the full. Might get us only a sinker.
Yeah, Rohan didn't look too happy with that drive. He's looking at his bat at the moment. I think he got the bottom edge of it. Still gets a single to go off strike. Ashwant.
Again, just a single. A breakthrough is what Ronak might be looking for. And this has been hit high and into the stands for a 6.
Yeah, great strike that one. Straight down the ground, over the fence for a maximum. And Rohan seems to be a person who's no longer interested in singles, wants to deal with boundaries. early delivery. Ashwant wanted a second, but Rohan had other plans in mind. .33 of 23 now for Rohan. He looks like it's going to be a quick half century for him.
Again, lift high, and oh, that's dropped in the boundary line. That was, the fielder was placed exactly for that, and really a costly miss indeed.
Yeah, it wasn't well connected, and not the best of all fielding display at the boundary. Captain, after a good tight first over, has now gone for 2 maximums in this one.
Again, hit in the air, and that's a third 6.
Hat-trick of 6s for Rohan Mustafa. He really wants to get his half century done a lot quicker than earlier anticipated, and he looks very confident. He's got a big smile. He's still eyeing that boundary. Is there going to be a change in fielder? Gosh, that's going to dent his confidence now. Last ball off this very expensive over.
Down the leg side, that could be a wide. No.
It's a free hit.
A free hit. And he has hit it freely for a 6.
That's a half century in style for in-form Rohan Mustafa. We talked about this earlier, that he would really want to get some runs on board, and he does. 51 of 26 to end the 7th over for 80 without loss. Bit of a change in comms box as KR takes a bit of a breather, and we've got Nishant with us.
Thank you very much, Kareem. Yes, the start, which was already pretty fluent, has turned out to be explosive after that last over from Ronak Panoli. What, 27 runs conceded in that over?
Yeah, 3 6s as well. Rohan on fire, well capitalized at the free hit as well. He looks in good form so far. And Ashwant on the other end was just a mere spectator. I think he'd want to join the party now.
Yes, Rohan has got to his 50 after that breezy over. 51 of just 26 balls. Ashwant to face Fazur. Fazur has been very impressive. Got a man of the match award as well earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, nicely tucked away by Ashwant to grab that single, rotate the strike, let his skipper have a go now. I think both the openers might be aware of the threat that Fazur poses.
Nicely bowled. Yes, I don't think Rohan Mustafa has seen a lot of Fazur. Is just confirming with Ashwant. If he's bowling the leg breaks. And there's the googly from him.
Pitched way outside leg stump for that LBW shout.
Was even hitting outside the leg stump, so just a little bit of an over-ambitious appeal from Fazur. Very brave call here. 2 left-handers in the middle. Fazur is bowling leg break from the end where the leg side boundary is the shorter one.
Well, Looks like Rohan is not happy about something, has a word with the umpire.
Comes down the track, takes it on the full and hits it straight to the fielder in the deep. Gets out of a full toss there. Rohan Mustafa will be very disappointed with that.
Yeah, didn't need this at all. You've got your 50, you've got your eye in, and advanced down the wicket to make it a full toss for himself. And Fazor, after a very good start to the over, gets that all-important breakthrough. So the opening partnership down, 81 for 1, future Mattress.
Right, and Adil Mirza is walking into the middle now. Seeing him after quite some time. Saw him in one of the games in the Bukhatir League. Became a bit of a fan of his bowling, really. He's come out to bat at number 3. When you've got this kind of a start, you have the liberty of really going after the bowling as much as you want. And straight away, you can see that bat swing, his intentions pretty clear.
Yeah, he's looking over the boundary as well. He's checking the field out. And Fazor, he must be very confident. A very good start to his spell. Grabbing that all-important breakthrough. Dismissing the captain. Finds the gap over to the fence. Adil has made his intentions clear.
Yes, got a lot of room outside the off stump. Hit it over the top of the fielder at the cover. For a boundary, 8 overs bowl, 85 for 1.
Bit of change in bowling. Aditya Shetty. Another leg break bowler into the attack. Ashwant has been quite quiet. He's been observing the situation. 85 for 1, future Mattress after 8 overs. Shetty into the attack. Dot ball to start the over.
Yes, he's another very talented leg spinner. (25 of 19 for Ashwant. And a turn there for him. He has tickled away fine. That is running away towards the fine leg fence. Will be pulled back by Fazur. And they'll pick up 2.
Yeah, lost his line over there a little bit down the leg side. Not much protection behind the stumps.
There's a bit of an appeal there. Must have brushed the pads. Ashwin 27 of 21. Comes down the track, has picked up. But there are fielders in the deep. Just a single.
Yeah, just 3 runs off his first over. 4 balls, two more to come. Adil will be getting ready to face the new bowler Shetty. Adil try to give himself some room. Just finds the pads.
There's that googly bamboozling Adil on that occasion.
Skies this one. Is it coming? Fielders chasing it. Should land safely. Just a single. Was lucky that to survive it, because it did look like the fielder could get underneath it and take that catch, but Adil Mirza survives. He moves on to 5 off 4. It's 89 for 1 after 9 overs. Shetty back into strike, the most economical one, economical bowler so far, just 4 off his first over. Adil Mirza will sneak a quick single here.
So Ashwin batting on 28 of 22 on strike at the moment. Comes down the track, hasn't timed it. The fielder is running in and it lands short. It was so poorly timed that even with the shorter boundary, it fell well inside.
Yeah, lucky to survive that one, Ashwant. Adil Mirza now takes guard, ready to face the 3rd delivery of this over. Width offered and well capitalized by Adil. Big 6. I think he's been eyeing those boundaries.
So that is very well timed by Adil there, just showing that believes in sheer timing, nothing else.
Yeah, looks tired after that strike.
I think with Ashwin batting at the other end, he's had to run a bit as well.
Yeah, Ashwant looks like he likes the running between the wickets and wants to convert those singles into 2s with that opening partnership with Rohan. There'll be a change in ball because we couldn't find it. Have we found it? I think we found it. It's in the stands.
Adil Mirza getting a good break there, opportunity to get hydrated a bit. Just a little bit of lip reading there. The moment the ball came, he told the substitute, "Bhag, bhag, bhag." Oh, big swing and a miss.
Yeah, not much protection behind the wicket. This should race over to the fence. Nicely cut off. There's a long chase for the fielder. just to buy. 2 runs added to the total now for future Mattress.
Couple of deliveries remaining in Fazur's over here. Tapped away straight to the fielder. Dot ball.
A very healthy run rate for future Mattress. They could.
He's going on a 10 and over right now. Goes for the big shot. And it's gone all the way for 6. Another one from Adil Mirza here.
Brings up the team's 100 in style. Adil Mirza concluding the over, which seemed to be off on a very slow start. And then these 2 boundaries certainly helping elevate their scorecard. 105 for 1 after 10 overs. A 24-run partnership now between these 2.
Of which Adil has scored 18. Comes down the track, chips it in the air. Just a single.
I'm looking forward to Adil Mirza's fireworks now. This is going to be exciting. 106 for 1 after 10.1. Adil, very quick 18 runs.
Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's made his intentions clear. He's going to deal with boundaries. He's going to go for the big strokes.
And again he goes for it. They will manage to pick up another bye here. He's mixing it up very well. Aditya Shetty, single of the first ball, dot ball, and now a bye.
Yeah, they've got a long on and long off in place for Adil Mirza. They've seen that he's eyeing that straight boundary. Ashwant on strike.
Comes down the track there, almost yorking himself on that occasion. Manages to pick up a single.
We've seen it in the last few overs. The first 3 deliveries are good, and then on comes Adil Mirza. Ruins the perfect start for the bowler. What's he got in store now? Down the wickets. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Just a single on this occasion.
The singles is something I don't think future, in fact, DCC Starlets will mind at this stage. Very well bowled. Excellent delivery that. And another single taken. That'll be the end of the over then. 11 overs bowled, it's 110 for 1.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, it's going to be an exciting matchup. Both sides unbeaten in this league so far. We've seen some explosive batting from Rahan Mustafa. The opening bowler, Dhruv, is back into the attack. He had a very, very expensive start. Ashwant on strike.
Short ball is picked it up. And that goes through. That's another boundary.
Ashwant joins the party with this strike. Finds the gap. Races over to the boundary. Welcome boundary for Ashwant.
Goes again. Hasn't timed it. But no damage done there. Again a single taken. Brings Adil Mirza back on strike.
I think he must have been very keen to get on strike now to face Dhruv. Let's see what Adil's got in store. Not interested in a run. He knows that he can get some of these deliveries over the fence. Takes a bit of a breather.
Goes for it. And over him for 6.
Yeah, straight towards the dugout as his teammates cheer for this amazing hit. It looked like it, and he was eyeing it, and that's why he didn't take that single. He knows that he can capitalize well in this over. He's on 25 now.
And that's chipped away nicely. Pick up a single.
Yeah, just a single. Ashwant was interested in the second run. Adil's called for a drink.
Oh, maybe he's... has he called for a drink or is he retiring out here?
Yeah, it looks like he might be retiring out because the next batsman in is geared up, walks over. A nice contribution from Adil, 26 of 15. He seemed in some discomfort because even running between the wickets, he just preferred to walk over. But a brilliant knock so far for Adil, or from Adil Mirza. New man in. Alishan Sharafu for future Mattress. Take a side to a decent total. They're off to a decent start so far. 122 for 1 in the 12th over. Plays it down the wicket, lands safely.
Another expensive over from Dhruv. 13 of it, 12 bowled, 123 for 1. Aditya Shetty into his third over. Ashwant goes for the big shot and just lands safe. Has he done a good job there of saving the boundary? Let's wait and watch. No, he hasn't. That's a boundary.
Yeah, that's what the fielders indicated. tried to cut it off. I think it's great. Yeah, it's gone onto the ropes. So nice bit of honesty there from the fielder, helping the umpire.
Just ensuring no time is wasted there. It's very good thinking. Ashwant comes down the track, drills it towards long on, single taken.
Yeah, striding towards his 50. A valuable knock as well from Ashwant. New man in, ready to take guard, ready to face his first delivery of the innings after Adil Mirza retired himself.
Alishan will be on strike for the first time. Boundary of the first ball. Aditya Shetty has pressure on him. That's nicely eased away into the offside. And they're pushing for the second. This could be trouble. And what has Aditya Shetty done here? Absolutely ridiculous stuff from Aditya Shetty there. Ashwant was gone.
Just went too over-ambitious over there, and this is what happens when you do lose your focus. It should have been just quickly take the bells off, but missed out on this opportunity. And it was a risky run from both the batsmen.
Needless aggression shown. Slog sweep, plain a miss, dot ball.
Yeah, Future Mattress in the early encounter won by 9 wickets, so most of these batsmen are getting a shy at this league for the first time.
Absolutely. And he goes for it again. Flat bat. Straight to the fielder. Amar Badami is a good fielder. Just a single.
Yeah, that's what he's got to do, not to get too carried away. I know it gets very exciting when your team is doing really well. 131 on the board. And the fielder's not having a great day so far.
Lovely pickup shot there from Ashwant. And that's gone the distance. How badly is that missed run out going to hurt them?
Yeah, nothing stopping Ashwant now. He's going to eye and make sure that he capitalizes on every opportunity provided to him. 137 for 1 as Ashwant quickly moves on to 49 of 32. Here's a scorecard for you if you're just joining us. We had a great start with Rahan Mustafa's explosive opening, and then Ashwant also keeping his innings going, and then Adil Mirza. I was a big fan of that knock until he retired himself hurt. And Alishan 3 of 3.
Alishan will be on strike here.
There'll be a change in Comsbuck. I'll take a bit of a breather, and KR is going to be back on.
And Ronak Panoli is back in the attack as well. Some thinking to do now. How to restrict them to a below 200 total. That's hit uppishly on the full to the fielder in the deep. Just a single there. Ashwant batting on 49. Just 32 deliveries. Gave his captain great support. Nicely bowled appeal there. Umpire not interested. We'll have to wait for a signal. No signal there off the bat then. That over from Ronak Panoli really changed things further for future Mattress. And Sharafu there coming down the track. Single taken. And welcome back, Mr. K.R. Nair.
Thank you, Nishant. I've come at a stage where the match can tilt anyway. The battle is on. Ashwant drives, gets a single. Ronak bowls a good delivery. And swept away for a 6 or a boundary. We have to wait and see. The umpire is checking out. Very well picked and swung it. Look at that.
Lovely shot there from Alishan. I think it's just fallen short.
Yeah, looks like, yes. It's a 4. It's a boundary. Good shot. Alishan is an extremely talented youngster. And there he goes for another mighty hit over the roofs for a 6. Last shot he didn't get a 6, so he makes sure that this time he does.
Breathtaking shot there from Alishan, just going inside out. Massive hit. 14 overs bowled, 151 for 1.
So future Mattress go past the 150 run mark. It needs to be seen how the Starlets can control these two batsmen, keep them in check. Aditya Shetty bowls. And hit to the deep fielder. They go for 2.
Yes, good running between the wickets there by Ashwant. Picking up a couple of runs. And this might be 4 of them. It is another boundary. They are scoring runs at a very brisk pace here. Almost 11 and over now.
This has been great batting. And Alishan has come in at a time when runs can be accelerated. Alishan is capable of hitting big shots. He has already exhibited.
Aditya Shetty started off on a very economical note. Has been expensive. Oh, bit of a cat and mouse game going on there between Ashwant and Aditya. He backs off, then Aditya backs off, now Ashwant backs off again.
Now who will back off? And this time he goes off the back foot and hits it. Fortunately, it didn't go for a boundary.
Still managed to pick up two. Fumble there by the fielder in the deep.
Ashwant on 59 faces Aditya Shetty.
He's in his final over. Oh,
And that is stumped. Wanted to hit him over long on, missed it totally, and his fine knock comes to an end. He hit 59 of 38 balls, stumped by Vaibhav of Aditya Shetty. A great knock.
finally the breakthrough coming. They really needed this. That is the end of Ashwant and Aditya Shetty. Strikes 159 for 2.
Khayyam Khan is the new batsman. This is the time DCC Starlets will have to tighten the grips. And he swings it away for a single.
That brings Sharafu back on strike. He's batting on 15 of 7. His has been an interesting cameo as well. Oh, that will be a wide.
Of course. We wanted to pitch it just outside the off stump, wavered in length, landed at bowling a wide. And hit high in the air. Is it going to a fielder? And yes, it did. That was
nicely taken there as well. Went straight up in the air, getting underneath it and taking the catch quite comfortably.
So Alishan departs, caught Dhruv of Aditya Shetty, who strikes twice in this over. Brilliant bowling. 161 for 3 at the end of the 15th over. So two fresh batsmen at the crease. Khayyam punches it through the covers, but there is a Deep fielder. Just a single.
Well, being Haider Wasi Shah on strike here.
Wickets have fallen at a crucial stage of the match when it looked like the total will swell to a big one and spooned to the square leg. They go for 2. And there's a run out. Appeal. That was too close.
Well, I think that was very close. And an excellent call by the umpire.
Brilliant running. Aditya Shetty has struck at a time when they were accelerating the run. Now with 2 fresh batsmen, they will have to settle down.
Oh, that's a good shot from Haider Wasi Shah. He's very good with conventional cricketing shots.
That's that. The moment it beat him, it was bound to be a boundary. Faisur, one of the top wicket takers of this tournament.
Big swing and a miss there. Completely missing that one.
It was a mighty heave.
Soft hands this time, runs the first one hard, looking for the second one as well. This is very good running between the wickets.
Looks like if these 2 batsmen can push the score, it can go to 220.
Yes, they should look at somewhere around 220 for sure here.
And a modified shot, which gets them 2 more runs.
"16 overs bowled, 172 is the score right now."
Very crucial last 4 overs. Future Mattress would want that score of around 220 for a psychological advantage over DCC Starlets. And DCC Starlets will be happy if they can restrict them below 200. But still, they will have to bat really well to surmount the total.
Absolutely, this is going to be a very tough one to chase down.
A lot will depend on Ronak Panoli, who always gives a breezy start. as Surya bowls. What a mighty hit! I think it has sailed out of the ground for a 6. Khayyam.
What a lovely shot. That was very nicely struck there, and giving him a very warm welcome.
Khayyam is undoubtedly a very, very hard hitter. Brilliant shot. They will have to wait for the new ball to come, because this ball has gone past the crowded street.
Oh, big strike that. Excellent timing.
I think from the moment it was delivered, it was hit, and it remained hit. Very well picked. Dhruv, Surya and Punya in discussion. About the field placings and a learning curve for them too. They are young. They are facing some top class experienced batsmen. It will be creditable if they restrict them below 200. And this time hit in the air, and I think that's taken or dropped. That was an easy, that should have been taken. Look at that. It stayed in the air for long, and unfortunately it was not taken. Surya is disappointed.
He has got every right to be disappointed. Hasn't had a great day with the ball, and in that kind of a situation, the wicket-taking opportunity goes begging. You don't want that. He goes for it again. Again, he hasn't timed it well enough. But doesn't matter. That's gone the distance. What a strike.
Look at that. And into the stands. Brilliant shot indeed. Umar Ali sitting here with a smile. And this time squad driven. Brilliantly fielded. And they go for a single and an overthrow too.
It's just not been their day. With the ball at least. They have struggled big time.
Surya moves in. Oh, that was close. I think he did get his hand to it. Oh, it dropped. He was on the verge of moving through his follow-through, and the ball came in. And the last ball was over. And this time pulled away. But there is a fielder and gets just a single. And that's the end of the 17th over, 190 for 3. And this is another mighty 6. Brilliantly picked on the full from inside the crease, but strong enough to go for a 6.
There was he showing the side of his batting, which is very different. And he pulls again. Straight to the fielder. Oh, fumble, that will be 4.
When runs are coming freely, here the fielders are gifting it too.
It's not acceptable at all.
And that brings the 200.
Oh, and they've got 16 more deliveries to go. This looks very dangerous indeed.
With Wasi Shah in full flow. And a mighty hit again. The sound from his bat ricochets here. So powerful is his shots.
Three more deliveries to go in this over, and then 2 more overs to go after that. Again, no timing. They're coming back for 2. This is going to be a run-out opportunity, not quite.
A bit of a wayward throw. 2 more balls remaining in this over. Khayyam, who has been the quieter of the 2, faces Punya. And he wanted to go for a big hit, misses, hits on the pads and a leg by.
Last ball of the 18th over then. It will be Khayyam on strike. Backs away and squeezes it out. Straight to the fielder at point. End of the over. 18 ball, 205 for the loss of 3 wickets. So Surya to bowl the penultimate over here. Wasi will be on strike. Nice Yorkerland delivery there. Just manages to pick up a single. .225 definitely. In fact, at the current rate, they should reach 227.
And this has been hit high, falls in no man's land, and they go across, and there another overthrow.
Very alert, not letting go of any opportunity to score a run.
Cardinal mistake of not collecting the ball properly, and that resulted in one more run. They are a very professional side, and when you do these things and when you play them, you have to be on your toes. This time flew and hit straight to the fielder, and Dhruv takes a brilliant catch.
Yes, very nicely caught in the deep there. Went for the big shot. Long off in position, and good catch taken.
Surya must be a happy man after the drop of his bowling. 32 of just 15 balls. He has done his job. What a fine knock. .209 for 4. The new batsman is the star of the last match, who bowled brilliantly, Farasuddin.
And that's nicely played over the infield. That should run away to the fence for 4. Boundary added to the tally.
Brilliant shot, very well picked, excellent scoop, and it raced to the boundary.
He's also a very handy batter, Farasuddin. Comes in situations and bats with a lot of positivity. Tries to express himself and does that well. And I think Surya will get away with that one. That was just inside the line there.
In fact, he clapped himself, I think, for not being called a wide. So last ball of the over.
That's picked up. It's into the gap and away for 4. Good finish to the over.
His ability to hit anywhere on the ground is remarkable. .217 for 4. The last over coming in.
Not going to be an easy run chase at all, this, for DCC Starlets. They will need an explosive opening from Ronak Panoli. He's taken the responsibility to bowl the final over, bowling to Khayyam now.
Well bowled. Straight to point.
Faraz on strike now. Single of the first ball. Oh, full toss. Completely misses it. dot ball. That should be a wide. That will be a wide.
That is. You almost made the batsman run to the ball. And powerfully hit. Might get only a single. That brings the big hitting Cam on the crease.
What can Khayyam do here?
Will he attempt a 6? He wanted to. Well bowled, Ronak.
Excellent delivery from Ronak there. Coming down the track and yorking himself on that occasion. That's nicely put away. That should be a single. Oh, they come back for 2. Good running between the wickets there.
It's a no ball. A free hit goes for only a 1 run. And they're going for the second and run out. A suicidal run.
Just wanted to make the most of whatever they have. The only thing is that it will be the new man on strike.
So Cam returns after 11 ball knock of 20. Run out by Waipo.
Last ball of the innings coming up. New man in will be on strike. This has been a very good over from Ronak Panoli. Just the 7 runs coming of it.
Taking up the challenge, taking up bravely the task to bowl the last over.
Uzair will be on strike. How does he finish it? That's it, straight towards long off. And they're pushing for the second. They will get it.
So 226 for 5.
Just a little surprised with the reaction of the future Mattress side really there.
Maybe they wanted that 225 total. It looked like they won the match.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
they were jumping like that. Anyhow, happy lot. As long as they are happy.
Probably Adil Mirza would have promised them a treat if they go past 225.
That could be the reason.
There's a couple of 50s at the top from Rohan and Ashwant. Of course, Adil Mirza providing that lovely innings. 26 of just 15 balls. Alishan getting 15. 20 from Khayyam. Wasi Shah, brilliant cameo there. 32 of 15. And they finish with 226 for the loss of 5 wickets. The bowling, not much to talk about there. Best figures for Aditya Shetty, 2 for 32 in his 4. Everybody else being very expensive there. A wicket apiece for Fazur and Surya. But nothing could really stop future Mattress from going bang bang. Bang bang they went right from over number 1. Some lovely shots played. And they just kept getting runs at will. The opening partnership was absolutely spot on between Rohan Mustafa and of course Ashwant Waltapa as well. They did a fairly good job. Rohan Mustafa batted brilliantly with that partnership of 81 runs and then got out. That was followed by Adil Mirza coming in. He came in and he smashed 1 4 and 3 6s. while Ashwant Baltapa continued going for the big shots. Got the boundaries and sixes. And then, of course, Alishan Sharafu came in as Adil Mirza retired hurt. That was the wicket for Ashwant Baltapa. Came in a little too late for them. Alishan Sharafu then hold out to Dhruv in the deep. Then Kayam and Wasi Shah got together in another crucial partnership. Excellent partnership there, was 48 runs before Wasi Shah hold out. Then Farazuddin was a little cheeky, but got runs going. And that was Khayyam's run out there, a very comfortable one in the last over. That's how things ended, 226 for 5. The target for DCC Starlets will be 227. Required of 11.35 right from the word go. We'll be back after a short break with the run chase. Welcome back after the break. This is going to be a very, very tough run chase as we've discussed. 227 in 20 overs time, required rate of 11.35. They need something special right from the word go. Will they get it is the big question. And of course, they'll need their captain to fire and fire big time. Ronak Panoli. Will be interesting to see who comes out to open with him. It looks like it is the wicket-keeper Vaibhav. Opening alongside me is going to be Abdul Karim. Well, this run chase, if they get off to a good start, it should be very entertaining.
Evening Nishant and evening viewers. Yes, exciting times for Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We registered the highest score of the T20 league so far, and that explains the sheer celebrations from the future Mattress side. They must be very, very pleased with that score, and they had a decent start, and I think that's something that the DCC Starlets will try to replicate. It's going to be interesting. We've heard a lot about Ronak Panoli. We've played a stunning innings in his previous game, and Rahan Mustafa will be tasked with breaking this opening partnership. It is captain versus captain once again.
Yes, Ronak Panoli deciding to take this contest head on. Good start for Rohan Mustafa there, just outside the off stump. Ronak lets it go. That's hit firmly, straight to the fielder in the deep. Just a single.
Yeah, the intent seems to be clear. They want to get as many runs on the board. It's a huge total to chase down, and many teams tend to get carried away and get a bit overwhelmed by a large total to chase. They've got to get their eye in, make sure they get their ground shots in order.
Beautifully bowled by Rohan there. How did that miss everything? Missed the stumps, missed the outside edge. Catch it is the call. Catch it, it will be. Azhar takes the simplest of catches there.
Yeah, this is living dangerously once again. This is not ideal. You've got to get your eye in first. Rahan's not offering too much pace for you to accelerate this quick, but gets the topside edge. Vaibhav departs without troubling the scorers, just facing two balls, and that's the end of his innings. It is a very difficult period. Start of the innings, a mammoth of a total in front of you. And Shahrukh Amin will take strike. Wicket in the opening over of this run chase. Good thing for Starlets, their skipper is still out there. A lot rests on his shoulder to get his side out of this difficult period.
Yes, Shahrukh will have to give him some company. Nicely bowled. Watchful defense there. Another dot ball.
Yeah, this is the difference between both the sides so far. From what we've seen, Rohan's keeping things tight. Bit of a mix-up. Keeping things tight, only one off this over, and there is a wicket down as well. Coming back to the points earlier, the future Mattress were off to a flyer in the first over, got the boundary as well. And now Adil Mirza played a very important role to help his side reach the highest total first inning score in this T20 league. Now he's going to look for more breakthroughs here.
Adil Mirza into the attack now. He's going to share the new balls. That's interesting. Two spinners starting off. And that's nicely struck by Ronak. He is someone who doesn't like to waste too much time. Beautiful strike.
Yeah, he's the danger man for future Mattress to defend their fairly high total. And a welcome boundary for Starlets. Plays it down the ground this time. Easy four, easy pickings for Ronak Panoli.
He's really trying to make sure when he puts this behind the wicket that they lost up front. I think the best way for them to deal with the situation is to keep batting, to keep scoring as many runs as they can.
Another loosener this time, and he's going to find another boundary. Ronak really getting his eye in now. He looks very confident. Off to a flyer.
Yes, 3 boundaries on the trot. Very nicely done.
Tell you what, he really middled that one.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this particular over. Shahrukh yet to get off the mark. Ronak 13 of 6, and that's pulled. Just a single.
13 conceded in this over so far. Shahrukh is going to take strike now.
Last ball of Adil's first over. Cut uppishly and brilliantly taken. And that's some moves for Adil Mirza here. Oh, be careful, Rohan.
Yeah, nice signature celebration for Adil Mirza after going for a fairly expensive start and bagged that all-important wicket. The openers, both the openers, are now back in the dugout. Shahrukh, the man, couldn't get off the mark. Apologies, the openers, one of the openers, Ronak still has survived. He's going to help the new man in, get his eye in. The skipper has to rally his troops here now, because this 2 early wickets will surely dent their progress at the moment. bowling attack now. Mathiullah.
Yes, Mathiullah will be bowling quick. And Ronak wouldn't mind the pace that will come to him. Because he is definitely going to keep going for the shots. No two ways about it. He doesn't have a choice. And here comes Ahan.
Skipper on strike as Mathiullah comes into ball. Oh, played it straight and a clean hit. One bounce over the fence. Ronak is looking good. What a clean strike. He's going to be playing a very important role to command his troops through this difficult period. Not the best of all starts for Mathiullah. Oh, that's a topside edge, skied it. Keeper underneath it with the gloves, and safe pair of hands it is. Big wicket here now. Ronak departs, the skipper. And this is not ideal. Can't blame them much. It's a huge total in front of them. Ronak looked in good nick, but departs early. 18 of 9. And Starlets will have to get their act together here, because the worst thing right now is a batting collapse this early.
Yes, this is disaster for DCC Starlets. Lose the third wicket, lose the wicket of Ronak. He's the man who scored all the runs. 18 for 3.
$18 for 3. DCC Starlets not in the best of all situation, not the ideal start that they wanted. The top order batsmen in the dugout now. 2 new batsmen in as Mathiullah charges for the 3rd delivery. Taps it for a quick single. Gets off the mark.
So Amar getting off the mark and brings Ahan on strike. Both batters pretty new. Mathiullah striking in his first over itself, will be very, very pleased with that.
Yeah, it was a good comeback after such a fantastic hit down the wicket. Over the bowler's head, 1 bounce 4, and then the very next delivery. Keeper with a safe pair of hands. Left-hander on strike.
Brilliant take. Absolutely brilliant take by the wicketkeeper there.
So no ball signal from the umpire as well. This is going to be a free hit. A much needed free hit. I reckon Ahan should just go for it, get that early boundary, calm the nerves. Mathiullah charges in. Nicely whacked over, straight for a 6. Great start for Ahan, well capitalized for that free hit.
That was a good strike. That was a very good strike indeed. Mahan Fernandez just showing that he can pretty much get going right away.
Bit of a conversation with the bowler. Just losing his focus here. Got the all-important breakthrough. Just got to keep going. And the batsman might make mistakes because it is a huge total, huge task ahead of them as Mathiullah charges again. A play and a miss. Yeah, 12 conceded of his first over so far for Mathiullah, but got that important breakthrough. The danger man, Ronak Panoli, who was looking good.
Last ball of the over. 6 of 3 for Rahan. Nicely bowled, tucked away. End of the over. 3 overs bowled, 26 for 3.
Bit of a batting collapse for DCC Starlets, chasing 226 to win. Can they weather this storm? Still into the power play, and they've lost 3 wickets. Is it going to be pace from the other end? It looks like. Interesting tactic here to change your bowlers around when you've already got those important wickets and maybe keep them going. Could have been the order, but I'm guessing they want to get enough exposure out there. Pick the bowlers accordingly, get those important wickets, not let the batsmen get their eye in.
Off the outside edge this time, that is running away towards third man. Get a single there. And batting on 6 of 4. That 6 that he hit. Very nicely done.
Yeah, should get him a lot of confidence to browse through this period. Uzair comes charging in.
Back of a length this time. Has been dropped to the onside. Another single taken. This is absolutely perfect for future Mattress. They won the first one quite convincingly. Here also they are in such a strong position.
Yeah, DCC Starlets will be disappointed with their fielding. Plenty of boundaries leaked, runs leaked as well, the wrong time. The latter end of the innings as well wasn't... the fielding was below par. That allowed future Mattress to post such a strong total. Omar ready to face the delivery from Uzair. Another topside edge. Not the place where he wanted it to go, but enough distance to get him a single.
John batting on 7 of 5. Amar 3 of 4. And Amar is someone who's not very comfortable with those big shots. He's more of a conventional cricketer.
Oh, this is rash. A wide boundary.
Ah, just missing it out on that occasion.
Probably tried to go for a Yorker, but made a mess of it. Now, they shouldn't get carried away here, because when future Mattress were batting, Starlets, their opening bowlers were offering too much width and letting them score easily. But good Yorker here, good comeback from Azhar. They've got to keep things tight over here. Yes, it's a huge total to defend, but you've got to keep that pressure on.
Yes, they picked up 3 wickets. That gives them the edge, yes. It's not just about the run rate, but they just have to ensure that at no point in time is the pressure released.
There you go, another wide. Another wide added to the tally. Was a good over so far. Just these extras really harming and affecting their scoreboard so far. 35 for 3 in 3.5 overs.
Last ball of the over coming up. Nicely bowled, on target. End of the over, 4 bowled, it's 35 for 3.
Looks like Mathila is ready to bowl its second over. 4 bowlers utilised by future Mattress so far. Mathila proved a little bit expensive, but got that important wickets. Comes back into the attack. Plays it nicely, enough for 2 runs.
Amar Badami is a very stylish batsman, no two ways about it. Got an innings of an 80 odd and Bukhatir before the string of single-digit scores. And I must say that innings was a treat to watch.
Finds the gap, plays it over, straight to the boundary, 1 bounce.
Just easing into the shot on that occasion, and that's exactly what I meant when I said that innings was a treat to watch, because he plays these effortless looking shots and you start feeling that batting suddenly is very easy.
He's marching towards the double digits now, so hopefully that string of single digit scores which were haunting him should end. Mathila comes back for his third delivery. That's another boundary for Ammar. Another loosener offered. And nicely pulled away in a misfield. And that's another important boundary for Ammar as he moves on to double digits now. And quite comfortably as well.
Yes, after the string of ducks and single-digit scores, he did get some runs in the opening match of this particular league for them. Poor delivery from Mathila. Back-to-back boundaries and then a wide, just not the kind of over you want it to be when your team is on top of things.
Yeah, despite losing those 3 wickets and courtesy of these wides and and brilliance by Amar. They're maintaining a good run rate so far. 46 now. 4.3 overs. Another wide for him. Yeah, signaled by the umpire.
What does it take for the pressure to be released? The only thing that probably is working against DCC is that the target is a huge one.
Yeah, a lot rests on this partnership now. It's building steadily.
Again, beautifully driven through the offside. It was uppish, but it was into the gap. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, Matiola proving to be very expensive in this over. I reckon he should get a bit of a rest and think again. Or is the skipper going to continue with him? But too many runs leaked, and Amar has done well to make a meal out of it.
50 up for DCC Starlets with that boundary. Matiola, 28 in his second over. Well bowled.
Yeah, good comeback. I think Rohan had a word with him prior to this delivery, and he seems to be pleased. Skipper continues his pep talk with Matiola, coming back for his final delivery of the second over.
Shortish delivery on the body there, looking to nudge it away. Not sure if there was bat involved. Wasn't. Leg buys, two of them to finish the over. 5 bowled, 53 for 3.
Yeah, after those early setbacks, this partnership is steadying the ship. Farazuddin into the bowling attack, and some pace off the ball, as it's going to be some off break to look forward to.
Yes, he's somebody who is very, very impressive. Farazuddin and Faraz. Very similar cricketers, identical cricketers, off spinners and street smart batters. Farazuddin, of course, the player of the match in the previous game. Or Amar backing away, looking to play it through the offside. The turn troubling him a little bit.
Yeah, that did turn sharply. Deceived the batsman a little bit. Lucky to get some contact with the bat. Yep, drives it up and over the covers and over to the boundary.
Good shot. It wasn't an inside-out drive. He just came into the line of the ball and hit it over cover there. Not the conventional going inside out and hitting over cover. More hitting through the line there.
That's a rash delivery and well capitalized over the fence. A no ball signaled by the umpire. Bit of a beamer. Can't be doing that to a set batsman, and he's made the most of this offering.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. Just confirming with the umpire if there was a no ball.
Free hit signaled by the umpire.
Excellent delivery to bowl off a free hit there, right up in the block hole. And just a single.
Got to tell you what, this Amar is looking dangerous now. 28 of 14. He's going to play a very, very important knock to get his side. They've been doing so well, quite well so far. 66 for 3 though. Ahan and strike. Dot ball.
Last ball of the over. Nicely bowled. And Ahan gives it proper respect. 6 overs bowled, 66 for 3. The power play, of course, didn't start off on the best of notes there. Webb of getting out. And then Ronak, he really got off to a good start. Some lovely shots to liking to Adil Mirza there. Then Adil Mirza dropped the wicket of Shahrukh. Ronak continued to play some exquisite shots before playing one poor shot. Ron Mustafa back in the attack. Fires it in. Dot ball to start with.
Yeah, bowled the first over, got that wicket, then took himself off the attack. He's back in now. They need this breakthrough because Ammar is looking dangerous. He can steer the side out of this rough patch. 66 for 3. As he nudges it for a quick single. Bringing Ahan on strike.
Eight of 10 is what Ahan is batting on right now. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Ahan really has to up the scoring rate. And he tries to do that. No timing on that. Very early into the shot. Rohan Mustafa there, his change of pace working well. That's pushed through the offside. Should be just a single. Another very tidy over from Rohan.
Brings Ammar on strike to face the last delivery of this over. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, plays it straight over to long on. Gets a single. A single to end the over. 69 for 3 after 7. Will be a quick change in the comms box. I'll take a bit of a break, and KR is going to be taking you to the middle part of the innings.
So Ammar, 30 of 18 is what he's batting on. Again, a change in the bowling here. In sync with the change in voices as well. Single for Ammar there.
Thank you, Karim, and thank you, Nishant. The DCC is precariously placed at 69 for 3. actually 70. Going is really tough. This time he beats him outside the off stump.
Playing a miss there. Just hasn't worked out very well for them. Had a couple of good overs in between, but apart from that, there's been a struggle. That's chipped in the air. And shot, comfortably shot of the fielder. Another single taken. Shuffles across, and he was trying to hit it over fine leg. He manages to hit it over third man. Doesn't matter, it's a boundary.
It's what a shot. Look at that. And it took the edge of the bat, and however, the desired effect he wanted happened. He wanted it to hit it for a boundary. He didn't get it at the right place he wanted to hit. So we can call it a scoop over the slips. This time of the back push to the back foot. They get a single. Last ball of the over coming. 76 for 3.
.7, the required rate is 12.4. Wide it will be.
Well kept. Pulled away to the leg side. They go for 2.
10 runs coming off that over from Imran. 8 overs bowled, it's 79 for 3. Right, and now the experienced Azhar comes into the attack. Very dangerous left-arm orthodox bowler.
A bowler who is very, very difficult to be hit. And if the wicket turns, it's a quick end. Last time we saw him unplayable. Look at that, off the back foot, punched straight to Rohan Mustafa, who must be a happy man at the things now.
Yes, must be very, very pleased with the way things are going. Amar Badami nudging it away nicely. They're coming back for 2. Easy pickings there. Longer part of the ground.
Beating DCC Starlets, who are on the top of the table with a string of victories, will be very pleasing if they can do it.
Yes, first match that Mattress played at the toss, I asked Rohan Mustafa, Beautifully bowled. I asked him that most teams have played 2-3 matches each and you are yet to play your first match. So is it an advantage or a disadvantage? He said it's pretty much an advantage. We know what the other teams are doing.
So this is a new technique. Huh? He hit in the air, straight off your fielder and dropped it.
Well, Haider Wasi Shah doesn't drop catches, does he?
It looks like it was too easy a catch, so he took it so casually and the ball popped out.
He'll be disappointed. I'm pretty sure he'll get a mouthful from his father later tonight. Very involved in his cricket, Mr. Taki Shah.
Okay. He should be given that for such a drop as they go for 2 runs.
That is the end of the 9th over, 84 for the loss of 3 wickets. Imran into his second over. Decent first over for him. Down the leg side. His wides troubled him. That's why he has conceded these many runs.
Future Mattress looks a very compact team all round. An all-round side. Beautifully played square of the wicket. Mohammad Ashar stops. Play 2 leg. Takes 1. And a fumble. Farasuddin, the hero of the last match.
Expensive start today though for Farasuddin.
Oh,
Ahan batting on 14 of 16.
off the front foot, beats the mid-off fielder, goes to long off. The halfway mark is nearing. Long way to go. Right now, Future Mattress is on top. This time played to the leg. A good pick up and throw.
I'm pretty sure he's just now trying to make up for the dropped catch with some extra athleticism there.
Acrobatic fielding. And this
Look.
time,
Nicely pushed towards the sweeper. Another single then.
one more ball to go. Imran has bowled tightly so far.
It's very tidy indeed. Slow delivery. It's nicely played down the ground. Another single taken. That will be the end of the over. 10 bowled. It's 90 for 3.
And this is hit in the air. There is no fielder whatsoever. So they get 2 runs. Amar is on 44. This time clipped away beautifully, deep mid wicket. They go for 1.
So Amar Badami, 45 of 32, has been a pretty good knock from him. Goes for a slog across the line. Has he got the gap? Not quite. Rohan Mustafa will do the cut-off job.
Excellent covering by Rohan Mustafa. As a captain, he loves to field it long off, probably for an aerial view of the ground, and at the same time he is athletic and acrobatic, so he wouldn't mind being in the deep.
Very well bowled. That was a beautiful delivery there from Azhar.
This man is a very intelligent and a dangerous bowler. An asset to have for any team in shorter form of the game. This time a misfield, actually should have been stopped. That's why Rohan Mustafa directs.
That is the end of over number 11 then, 96 for 3.
Two ducks took the fizz out of DCC Starlets, and the quick exit of Ronak Panoli too. He should have played a long innings, and that would have taken the challenge to them. Amar and Ahan is quickly settling down. They are seeing the ball well. They need 130 from 53 balls off the back foot.
Lahan has been on the slower side, 19 of 21.
Khayyam as wicket keeper. As Imran bowls, hit high. This time it falls in safe slot and races to the boundary. He went for the shot, lands in a no man's land, and before the fielder could come, it crosses the boundary. A frantic effort to cut off was made, but did not succeed.
That's it uppishly again, but into the gap. Yet again, there is a fielder in the deep. There will just be a couple of runs.
The score has gone past the 100-run mark, but 123 more needed from the 50 balls. Amar and Ahan gives hope. Good drive, straight to a fielder.
Last ball of the over coming up. Opens the face of the blade this time. And do they get the single? No, they don't.
Don't think they did not go for a run, and 104 for 3 in the end of the 12th over. And this time played to deep mid-wicket. Goes for a single. Alishan Sharafu into the attack. Beautifully punched through the covers and cut off by Rohan Mustafa. Yes, the agile captain has done it. That's why he is fielding at the ropes.
It is very good. It's been absolutely brilliant if you look at it.
Again, pulled away.
Just not being able to get going. That required run rate now 15.73. Alishan in his first over. Did produce a little bit of a cameo there when he batted. Rightly bowled there.
Excellent on the block hold. Every dot ball is valuable. And this time has been hit. Oh my God, another frantic effort to take a catch. Look at that. And it goes for a boundary.
So boundary there for Ahan, much needed one. Final delivery of the over coming up. Outside the off stump, left alone. Dot ball to finish the over. 13 bowled, 113 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Farasuddin has been reintroduced into the attack, and we have Karim reintroduced into the commentary. Welcome, Karim.
Well, thanks for that, Skir. I'm very surprised by that turnaround from Starlets. They've got themselves out through the rough start that they had, but still things are kept very conservative now.
Amar reaches his 50 in 38 balls, which is remarkable show. Ahan is on 34. And that batsman misses, and so does the wicket keeper. Rohan Mustafa picks it.
Yeah, some bonus runs for DCC. I'm just wondering when they'll push the pedal to the metal, because it's 109 required of 39. Are they just going to try and reduce the net run rate deficit, or are they going to go for the win here?
The pair has put on 100 runs, and will they celebrate it with a boundary? They did.
Yeah, very confident hits. 100 runs partnership up as well.
So Farasuddin has been expensive today, and this time hit straight to the covers. No run.
Required rate there, saying 17 per over. Another play and miss, another dot ball. At the end of the 14th over, 122 for 3. Bowlers utilised by future Mattress there.
Alishan bowls again.
Seems like they're all all-rounders. Plenty of options to defend this huge total. Plays it away onto the onside, grabs singled, and the batsmen come back for the second. Comfortably completes the run. Amar is now he's crossed his half century. I think he should try to accelerate things here.
Over the bowler, straight boundary. Very well picked. Look at that. Over the umpire, straight bisecting the fielders.
Yeah, they'll need plenty of that to have a bit of an attempt at the score. It just happens when you do have a target of above 200, things just become so impossible.
Play to the leg. They go for 2.
Required rate now creeping up just above 18 and over. 2 more deliveries to come in this over.
He positioned himself very well and pulled it away. Is there a fielder coming in? Yes, he does, and cuts it off. Brilliant. He moved down onto the offside, almost to the first slip area, and pulled it.
Yeah, gave himself plenty of room there. A lot of improvised shots now. I think that's going to be what the doctor has ordered, because 95 of 31. That's going to be a no ball. Is it going to be a no ball signal by the umpire?
Yes. He has done it. And that has been fully utilized to hit it into the stands for a mighty 6.
Yeah, this is just what he needs now. Get those shots in, those 3 hits. 88 now of 30 balls.
Ahan on 38. Amar on 66.
Yeah, had a horrible start to this run chase, and these two have really steered them to a respectable score so far. 139 for 3 after 15 overs. Ahan's going to be facing Farazuddin, who's conceded 20 of his 2 overs. Some more spin into the attack. They're trying to get through this overs, not offer too much for the batsman.
Place and misses. Farasuddin bowled brilliantly in the last match. Today he has been a bit expensive. Will he stage a comeback? This time.
Played down the ground and a boundary. Easy pickings for the batsman here. Left-hander got enough width on that. Slashes it past the fielders, finds the gap. Farazuddin conceding a boundary. The second ball of his over. 84 required of 28. Run rates required of 18 and over.
Plays to long off. Gets a single.
Bit of a chase for the skipper. He looks so tired. Throws it back. He had a brilliant knock with the bat as well. Playing a very crucial role in getting his side that brilliant start that they required for Azuddin.
Almost a wide.
Got a feel for the batsmen. They've done well to get them to the stage that they're at, but 225, just too much on the score. Skies this one, fielder underneath it. Another disappointing outing on the field. This could have been taken. It was a bit of a... Yeah, it could have been taken, to be honest.
It has to be taken. It stayed in the air for a long time.
It's catching practice, but at the end of 16 overs, 147 for 3, 148 for 3. Skipper comes back onto the attack, had a decent outing with the bats, but starts off with a wide. DCC require a mammoth of a total, 225 was posted by Future Mattress. He plays it down, and that's an easy boundary.
That's an elegant looking shot. What a beautiful, very well picked, executed with all the brilliance, and races to the boundary.
Ahan creeping closer to his half century. And Rahan Mustafa comes back.
The partnership is worth 135. Remarkable partnership. Spectacular show from these two batsmen. though a long way to go.
73 of 22 required run rates now, just under 20 and over.
Through the covers, but there is a fielder in the deep.
Target not mathematically impossible. Seems to be at this stage. Amar on strike, the set man in. Misfield there.
Sometimes we say mathematically not possible, but cricket-wise possible. But a long way to go. And bowls. The ball goes to the deep. Ahan is one shot of his 50 of 41 balls. Amar is on 71 of 50 delivery. The top two batsmen who went for a duck had pulled the team back, and Ronak, if he did stay on, the tail of this match would have been totally different.
Yeah, both sides are unbeaten in this tournament, and it looks like DDC Starlets, after 3 wins of 3 games, will be conceding a defeat today. They won't be too disappointed with this. I mean, they did win the toss, elected to bowl first, and I think there are some positives to take back from this run chase, because after a disastrous start, these 2 batsmen did steady the ship a little bit, and they're off to a decent score, 156 for 3 after 17, but it's just the batting display from future Mattress today was just extraordinary, to score the highest total in the first innings in this league.
They are a big bunch of players, lot of experience they carry with them. Mighty batting lineup, I must say. Played to deep. Alishan Sharafu covers and fields.
With that, scores a half century. Nicely played, Ahan, keeping good company for the striker Amar.
And that has been put away. It's a boundary. Asking to be hit, short on the leg stump. A gift to the batsman to be hit, and he hit it freely.
Yeah, quickly moves on to 75 of 51. Could maybe try and get a century today. But that will require some acceleration here. Dot ball from Farazuddin. Should frustrate the batsman. He's got 15 deliveries to complete, 25. Get that century. Is that going to be something that he's going to be hoping for?
It's a good opportunity, and it will be creditable to such a strong partnership is remarkable. This time played to long on, but bit of fumble.
Yeah, the misfield didn't prove to be too expensive, as Kumar is now back on strike.
The leg clipped away.
Batsmen come back for the second, and that's the end of the over. 62 required now of 2 overs, 165 for 3 after 18. Both batsmen have now completed their half centuries. Current run rate just above 9, and required run rate 31. Can we see a barrage of sixes? I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. Well, tell you what, I was a big fan of Adil's knock today.
And it comes out and hits, but there is a fielder there. Rohan, a breeze, he is really quick on the field.
Yeah, the fielders are energized. They know they're sensing this victory. And again, goes for it. A bounce 4. That's going to be a welcome boundary for DCC. 58 now required. Beg your pardon. 54 now required of 9. Partnership of over 155 now.
Pulled away. Will he get a boundary? Brilliant stop. Superb. The partnership is now worth 157. Very good delivery. And this time played to long off. Gets a single.
51 required of the final over now. Job well done by DDC Starlets, but not enough.
The required run rate 51. So
Miracle can save them, to be honest. A couple of free hits.
So DCC Starlets bowl to future Mattress, lose their first match of this tournament. They're just 6 balls away.
I'd be a bit disappointed if I was future Mattress, to be honest. When you've got the opposition down, 3 quick wickets, you should have gone for the kill as opposed to let them score 176. Starts off with the wide. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for a miracle. Couple of free hits, couple of wides.
You have seen you have seen batsmen hitting to no man's land, and he is bowled to the no fielder area.
Skies this one. Fielder underneath it. Can this be taken? Finally, a catch taken. Celebrations for Wasi Shah. He's a 9th bowler utilised by future Mattress. They're a lineup of all-rounders, and what a brilliant wicket.
He's so thrilled over getting a wicket.
Useful runs by Juan Fernandez. 62 of 50, strike rate of 124, 1/6 and 6 fours in his innings. 50 required of 5 balls now.
Great knock from this youngster against a top side.
Been a very high scoring game, to be honest.
And Punya Mehra comes in. with just 5 balls remaining in this match. The very first ball, he whacks it straight into the hands of Usher at long on. Look at that.
Wasi Shah on a hat-trick now. Can he get the hat-trick?
He is so thrilled by what's happening.
2 and 2. Yeah, topside edge, straight down the fielder's throat. Easy pickings and catching practice, this one. But you can't blame the batsmen. They just had to accelerate as much as they could. 50 required, a 4 now.
Will he get a hat-trick? That's the question.
Wasi Shah on a hat-trick. Field setting is interesting. 2 slips. 3 slips rather. Survives it, plays it onto the offside. Bit of a chase for the fielder. 48 required now of 3 balls. Look at the required run rate. 96 and over required.
48 from 3 balls. Yes, no run. Very well bowled, Haida.
What an over this is turning out to be. It's 2 wickets, 3 runs conceded. Another dot ball. Final ball of this innings. 179 for 5. Starlets. Future Mattress.
And smashed away to the boundary.
No point chasing that. 43 run victory now for Future Mattress. Been very, very impressive with the bat. Conceded a lot of runs, to be honest, with the bowl. But with that, Future Mattress have won by 43 runs. Wasi Shah completes the final over with 2 wickets and conceding 7 runs. Been a brilliant evening here in Sharjah. And this is how the DCC Starlets approached their run chase of 226 runs. Openers, or the top order, departing very early, and then we saw a 150 odd run partnership that developed in the middle to steer them to a very respectable score, getting 19 extras. And pick up the bowlers. 9 bowlers utilised by Future Mattress, a lineup of all-rounders. Wicket each for Matiullah, Adil and Rahan. The rest contributing at the right time as well, and 183 for 5.
Rohan, Adil and Matullah got 1 wicket each. And
so this is how the game went. Future Mattress started things off really well. Ashwant 59 of 38 and Rahan 51 of 29. Wasi Shah contribution towards the end as well, 32 of 15. And the pick of the bowlers for DCC Starlets was Shetty, grabbing those 2 important wickets off the 4 overs. And then Faisur and Surya grabbing that wicket each. DCC Starlets did not start off well. It was a nightmare of a start, but then the ship was steadied by Ahan and Amar. Useful contribution there. Amar scoring 78 of 54. And then Ahan 62 of 50. Ronak 18 of 9, concluding the innings with fighting about 43 runs behind the target. And Future Mattress gets that all-important win. Tomorrow, join us for another interesting matchup. Match number 19, Sona Golden Diamonds versus 11 Ace. Live here from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Match number 19 of the CBFS T20 League. Great win for Future Mattress and DCC Starlets after 3 very successful games, conceded defeat in their 4th encounter. We'll take a bit of a breather and we'll be over to Nishant for the presentation ceremony.
Well, the deeper we go into the tournament, the more we realize that probably on this ground, more than the pitch and the conditions, it's all about how you apply yourselves. Well, a couple of days we saw quite a few low-scoring encounters, and today we see an absolute high-scoring, great game of cricket. Of course, the contest could have been better, but in the end, we did see some quality cricket. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS T20 League Season 2, powered by FanCode. Before we begin, we'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and the entire administration involved behind the scenes to organize this kind of a tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, title sponsors SkyExchange.net, powered by and official streaming partners FanCode, event partners TCM, toss partners Arba Sports Services, associate sponsors rsook.com, support sponsors Toyum Sports Limited, and merchandise partners 7 Districts. In match number 18, Future Mattress quite convincingly managed to defeat DCC Starlets by 43 runs. Time for us to give away the Player of the Match award, but before that I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Tehseen Javed, the match referee, who will be doing the honours. Welcome again, sir. Well, it was a proper team effort, quite a few good knocks played, some decent bowling performances, but in the end, for the start that he provided both with the bat and with the ball, scoring 51 runs at almost a striker of 200 and then picking up a wicket in the very first over. The rsook Player of the Match is Rohan Mustafa. Rohan will be receiving a gift hamper from rsook.com, and he'll be receiving a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from rsook.com. Firstly, congratulations, Rohan, and good to be back amongst the runs.
First of all, thanks to Allah. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. To be honest, I was not expecting the track will be that much good. And the way we started, and then later on, the all players supported. Ashwin played really good knock, and then later on, Awassi scored some 35, and even Adirbai scored 25 something after coming retire her. So it was good track, and then we did a very good total.
Yes, you at the toss said that 150 plus will be a good total, but you got 70 more runs than that. So when you get such a big total on the board, what is your plan going into the second innings when you're bowling?
To be honest, when we started, we were thinking to score 150 or 160. But when I hit 4 sixes in over, and then momentum really got changed. And then Adil got hit 2-3 hit sixes, and which that momentum we carry on. And if you say personally, they didn't bowl really well on that wicket, because at that time there was no dew, and the one-sided boundary is big, so they should have used that boundary as well. But honestly, after that, Ashwin and then later on batsman played really well.
And when you were bowling, what was the plan? Because you'd already got a big total on the board. What do you tell the guys?
To be honest, there was no such a plan. We tried to give opportunity to those players who sit out, and we want to see them if they can do well or not. And that's why I bowled really with Imran, and then we didn't use the main bowlers. So that's what we were doing. Like, we want to see the bowlers who can, play more matches in upcoming matches.
Very well played, and looking forward for more in the tournament. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was Rohan Mustafa, the Arsuk player of the match, for his all-round performance. That's all for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with all the action from match number 19. And of course, you can catch it all on Fan Code and the Facebook page of Sharjah Cricket and the YouTube channel of CricTracker. For tonight, it's that's all that we have till tomorrow. On behalf of everybody here, it's goodbye and good night from Nishant Majidia. Sleep well. Do take good care.